Hi everybody, YouTube. I've been busy doing laundry this afternoon. So that's kind of what I've been up to lately. Excuse me. The subject of this video is migraine-associated vertigo and Department of Services for the Blind. Now, a lot of you folks out there who have MAV understand about what it does to your vision when you have the attacks. And oftentimes it hits suddenly without a headache. And I'm letting you guys know what my experience has been with Department of Services for the Blind and having MAV. As you guys know, I'm in Washington State, and Department of Services for the Blind here is in Seattle. And even though I was originally accepted by Department of Services for the Blind, they eventually declined me and basically kicked me out of their program because I have MAV. Strictly because I have migraine-associated vertigo. And because the MAV is what affects my vision, because the MAV affects my vision basically, and that between episodes I seem to be relatively high functioning when I'm really not, because I struggle with headache pain when I try to read and etc. And apparently from what I've gotten from talking to other MAV sufferers, that seems to not be all that rare for MAV sufferers to have difficulty with reading books and reading print because of problems with movement and what vertigo does to vision. So that's kind of what I've gotten, and this is not that uncommon for MAV apparently. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's kind of the idea I've gotten so far. So apparently it's not Department of Services for the Blind official policy to turn people away for having MAV, but they turn me away because I have MAV, definitely. And so no matter how bad my vision gets, and no matter how difficulty I have with vision, their policy with my MAV is set in stone. So I guess it must be their policy for Department of Services for the Blind to turn people away who have MAV, simply because they have migraine-associated vertigo and what it does. They've considered me unable to be rehabilitated, and they refuse to have anything to do with me because I have migraine-associated vertigo. So giving you guys a heads up on DSB and how DSB treats people who have vision impairments because of their MAV. Doesn't work out too good at all. And when I asked them, well, if I went to Voc Rehab eventually, as I start looking for work, would Voc Rehab have the same mindset and same policy toward me? And they said most likely yes. So basically, when it comes to Department of Services for the Blind and Vocational Rehabilitation, because I have migraine-associated vertigo and what my MAV does, I'm screwed. I am not going to be able to, apparently I'm not going to be able to get help from either DSB or Vocational Rehabilitation because of my migraine-associated vertigo. And their apparent policy, I guess, of turning away people who have MAV. That is just, that's what's happened to me and my take on having MAV in dealing with Department of Services for the Blind or DSB in Voc Rehab or VR. Have a great day and God bless.